to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Richie's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And with me now, I've got Kerry Haley. How you doing, Kerry?
I'm fine, thank you. You?
Yeah, really good. Thanks for coming on. I know you're a busy lady, work and balance with the gym and all sorts of things going on. So I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, I appreciate you having us on.
No problem at all. As I say, it's lovely to have you on. I've heard good things.
Good. I do a lot of work in the background, and just try my best. Really, don't have to force anything. It's part of my lifestyle, being in the gym and just loving the training ever since I stepped foot through the door of the gym. So really enjoying it.
So when did you first step foot in a boxing ring? How did it all come about?
I've been doing it around about 5 years now. A little bit of a sad thing why I started. I lost my mum to breast cancer when she was only 46. Took us a little bit of time to get back on my feet after that. Absolutely floored us. And then they just started to do the white collar events, the charity boxing. So that's how I got into boxing, really. Signed up for cancer research, raised a lot of money for cancer research, sold a lot of tickets, 8 weeks training, then boom, in the boxing ring, and absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I've done the same thing. I did the ultra white collar boxing is what we have down this end.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a hell of a, if you've never done it before, it's a real experience, isn't it, to say the least?
Yeah, it's absolutely great, and it opens the door for a lot of people. I think once you've tried it, you either love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
And I was just one of them that absolutely loved it. Loved the training, always learning, the dedication, even the weight cutting, gives you something to concentrate on, and just absolutely loved it from there.
Yeah, it just gives you that little insight, doesn't it, into how a boxer goes about their business. Obviously not to the scale that they do, but it gives you that little insight of, bloody hell, this is hard work today.
Yeah, definitely.
And they say it's sort of in the ring walk, especially like at that level, because you're kind of just walking off the street into a ring, aren't you?
Definitely.
And stuff. But they said like 70% of your sort of adrenaline, your energy, is gone in your ring walk.
Yeah.
And then you get in there and you're halfway through the first round, you're thinking, bleeding heck, surely it should have gone quicker than this.
Yeah, my first fight, I remember after the first round, just feeling my legs were like jelly, and I actually said to my coach, have I got to go back out and do that again?
Yeah, that's it now. I've had a really good round. No, hats off to you, Kerry, especially for the cause as well. That takes a lot of guts to go in there, but it also gives you that drive, doesn't it, to sort of succeed and raise as much money as you can for such a worthy cause. So
yeah, definitely.
I'll tap my hat off to you, and sorry to hear about your mum. It's tragic at any age, and that's no age at all. So what an experience that sort of led you to, and you rocketed from there.
Yeah, I've done a couple of the white collars, and then I've done a couple of events where it's like unlicensed, without head guards and stuff, and then one of the coaches asked us if I wanted to become an amateur, and took it from there. Fought out at Port in ABC. Absolutely loved that even more dedicated, training totally different. My first year as an amateur, managed to get 2 silver medals, time teasing where you champ, and my first amateur fight. Went on to do the Winter Box Cup, the first all-female event. Took silver in that, and then actually got a gold medal at Haringey. So did really well in my first season as an amateur.
God, I think you've done more than well, Kerry, to be honest. Not many people. Did you, before you did the sort of the white collar, did you go to the gym or have sort of any sporting background, or did you? It's
something I've always enjoyed going to the gym. It's built into my lifestyle. It's not something I've had to force to do or anything like that. Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it.
I used to swim. I used to play football going back to school. I used to play on the boys' team, even in the junior school. I started football. Wasn't really for girls at the time. It is now. Everything's opened up for the ladies in sporting aspects.
Yeah.
So I've gone from football. I used to swim when I was at school, and then boxing. I've always watched boxing. I just never thought that I would be where I am today, taking part and progressing as quickly as I have.
No, you've definitely hit the ground running, Kerry. There's no doubt about it. And is there sort of anyone that influences you in the sport, sort of male or female? Is there anyone that you sort of look to and think, you know, they've really sort of pushed the way, haven't they? Sort of driven the way.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few that I've watched through the years. I mean, Katie Taylor's a big hit in women's boxing, absolutely amazing. Watched the documentary on it, and people don't really see what goes on behind the scenes of a boxer or anybody really. They just see your success, and when you don't do so well, that's what you get. That's what people view you on. But watching that documentary, I've got that little bit more respect for her, and she's worked for everything she's got. So yeah, Katie Taylor's a big inspiration and to look up to, a really good role model.
Yeah. So what's kind of next for you then, Kerry? What's sort of the next step for you? Because as you were saying, you had your 2 silvers, you got your gold in the Haringey, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of what's the next step for Kerry Haley? It seems to just be going up and up and up.
Hopefully it continues to go up. Just going to take baby steps. It's a totally different game in the pros. Always learning in the gym. Just waiting for my pro license to actually come through, which shouldn't be too long. Hopefully get a fight date. And like I said, just take baby steps and try to progress as quickly as I can, which in female boxing seems to progress a little bit more quicker than the males. So yeah, I'm just going to want to get out as much as I can and progress.
Yeah, so interviews all done and dusted, you've done all that, so it's literally waiting for it to literally come through the door.
Yeah, had my brain scan, eye test, interview, just waiting for the license to come through now, so hopefully not too long.
Blimey, exciting times then.
Yeah, definitely. Getting the crowds back in as well, so yeah, that's a big goal.
Yeah, well, I'm sticking with the white collar. I'm going to be honest. I've got mine in December. I'm doing another one because I literally the same as you. I just got the bug. I love it, absolutely love it, and just to be able to give something back as well, isn't it? It is something really special. But yeah, what a star you are, Kerry. You know, to literally going into the sport at that level, and now you're knocking on the door of the pros, and there's so many that it's probably the best time to be joining the women's division as a whole. You know, every weight category, they're flying, aren't they?
Definitely. There's a lot just turned over as well with the COVID. I think the COVID made me make the decision because I was preparing for the ABAs, the Elite Championships, which obviously COVID put a stop to that. So my age is, obviously I'm 33 at the minute, so it's something that I'm wanting to push before I get too old.
Well, hang on, Kerry, you're still younger than me, so thanks a bunch. That's really kind. But no, I do know what you mean. But you think, on the other hand, I say this to people. You think the wear and tear hasn't been as, you know, you haven't had these over 100 amateur fights. You haven't had these, you know, the battles over the sort of constant years of doing it from a young age. So you're kind of going in as that fresh-faced person, ready to go. You know, you've got your experiences, but you've got that enough behind you to then go, right, I can go in, I feel good, you know, like you were saying, you feel better than ever. You're kind of going into it ready and raring to go, you know. And age, what's an age if you're going into it with that mindset and you feel good?
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely fit, probably fitter now than I've ever been. Even when I used to swim to a competitive level, but I feel fitter than I've ever felt. Like you say, no niggles, nothing. Recovery's a big thing. Stretching, bands, as well as your time in the gym, time off, nutrition. It's just a little bit of everything, just to keep on top of the game.
Yeah. Well, as I say, Kerry, keep us informed, won't you? I'm sure as soon as that license comes through, I'm sure it's going to be social media madness. You're going to chuck it out everywhere. And,
yeah, definitely.
We look forward to hearing when your first fight is, as I'm sure you are. It's,
yeah,
as I say, well, hopefully it'll be what? I don't know, August? Or is that?
Yeah, there's some shows coming up in August, so it would be nice to get a date. I'm going to catch up with the boxing board maybe tomorrow or Monday. I'm going to give them a ring, chase them up a little bit, see what's happening. And then try and get a date. Speak with Dan, my manager, and see if we can get a fight date, something to progress towards and something to knuckle down and really train for.
Who's your manager?
It's Dan Naylor.
Oh, no, not Dan Naylor. I know Dan quite well. Yeah, lovely guy, really lovely guy, and really good with his fighters. He's been there. He's been there, done it, hasn't he? So he knows all those little bits that go on. You know, so it's not someone just coming in and sort of saying, "Yeah, we'll do this and that." He's got your interests at heart, and he knows, as I say, he's been there and done it. So you can't get any better, can you? Really?
Yeah. I mean, there's a little bit distance between us. He's from like down the country, but he's always messaging. He's on the phone, keeps us in the loop. He keeps up with me training at Gittis at Wallsend Boxing Academy. He's always in contact to see what's going on, how my training's going. So yeah, really good. Positive so far. Really good.
Wow. Onwards and upwards, Kerry. You know, it's looking good, and I honestly wish you all the best. As I say, I've heard good stuff about you, and I just can't wait for you to get that start date.
Thank you.
So, as I say, Kerry, thank you very much for coming on. You look after yourself and those dogs, and yeah, keep in touch, and hopefully, as I say, when you get some news, we can get you on, and I'll grab Dan as well. And we'll
definitely.
We're doing all this. Hi, Kerry. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you soon.
Thanks for having us on.
No problem.
You take care.
Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Kerry Haley. Yeah, amazing. Come through the white collar scene, doing it charity. Sadly, through the loss of her mum, but she's just gone from strength to strength, and I'm sure her mum's up there so proud of her, so proud. And 2 silver medals, gets the gold medal at Haringey, and now she's on the verge. She's waiting for the pro license to come through the door. So yeah, all the best to her. And yeah, Dan Naylor as a manager, she can't go wrong. Top guy. So yeah, if you've enjoyed JG's Fight Talk today, head over to the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, and check out the rest of the content. And I'll see you all soon. Thank you.